Some time has passed, but I have work to do. I got a murder to solve. So I'd appreciate if you join me for Waterpod's continuation of the murder mystery called Tangle Tower. So my assistant, Sally, really wants to look in Professor Pointer's telescope, so I think we should let her. You just looking directly at them, huh? So, you saw the murder, right? Okay.
Hold on. I think we might have missed something.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a window?
I think it is.
Is there another room above Flora's room?
We should check that next time we're over there.
We should.
Isn't this supposed to be an astronomy telescope?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you need to see the sky for astronomy to work.
I can't move it. I think this is just how it's set up.
There's something about Pointer's astronomy habits.
Yeah.
Something suspicious.
Yeah, what the fuck's up with that?
Let's ask him about it.
We're here. Let's do it. Finally have a fucking suspicion for you, sir.
So, Professor, what interests you about astronomy exactly?
It's not a matter of being interested. Once you expand your mind to the wider universe, it cannot be unexpanded.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And how long have you been an astronomer?
I really don't like to give exact values unless I'm sure I can quantify them.
Convenient.
Why do you ask me these things?
I have a theory about you, Professor.
Oh? Go on.
You're not really interested
You're
in
not
astronomy.
really interested in astronomy at all.
What could you possibly mean by that?
I think you're interested in a slightly different field of research.
Okay, let's hit it up.
I don't have time for tiny, insignificant insects. My studies focus only on the inconceivably large and the unimaginably far away.
Right.
Uh-huh.
That's why you like using your telescope so much.
Yeah.
Yes, naturally.
telescope.
My little portal into another world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, about that.
Why did you let us look into it if you're just gonna lie? Pointer's telescope was actually looking at the crime scene and not up at the sky.
Pointer's telescope was actually looking at the crime scene and not up at the sky.
I really
First, you
apologize for my
accused me
throat,
of being
guys,
a
but the
lowly
show must go on.
entomologist. Now you're accusing me of, what, spying?
Yes.
Are you spying?
Why would I need to spy on Flora?
Why? Because you lost your golden beetle specimen, and it's made you paranoid. You think somebody stole it from you.
Might not have been Flora you were spying on. Might have been Freya.
It's a very precious specimen, incredibly rare,
Uh-huh.
valuable in ways you could never understand. Freya was always sneaking around, both towers and in the gardens too. She was definitely up to something.
So, this next question is important. You were looking to Flora's room around the time of the murder. Did you witness the crime, Professor?
Did you? Did
No,
you?
I didn't.
Uh-huh.
When I looked into the room, Flora was already lying on the floor.
Flora? You mean Freya?
No, Flora. She was lying by the window. I couldn't see Freya at all. It was fairly dark. The telescope isn't at a very good angle. That's why I decided to head over there myself. I needed to know what was going on.
This changes your statement, doesn't it?
No, everything I told you in my statement was true.
Apart from the reason you left your tower in the first place.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's go over what we know about the crime scene.
Let's go. Got some things to discuss.
Freya was definitely up to something.
Something to do with the statue in the garden, I think.
Maybe we should go back and check. And we could have missed something.
Yeah. Crab toy.
This wasn't here before.
What is it?
It's a little wooden toy. Looks kind of like a crab.
There's a note stuck to the back.
What does it say? Grimoire?
This is my new friend. He likes music. Simple melodies will move his soul. Best of luck to you two, Freya. Crab toy.
What do you think? Is it really from her?
How can it be?
Why don't we check the handwriting with Freya's diary?
Good idea. Hold on.
Well,
It's a perfect match.
What the fuck?
well, it's confirmed. We have a ghost helping us.
Let's keep this to ourselves for now.
What about the little wooden toy thingy?
Maybe we can put it to some kind of use.
Okay. New chapter. New chapter just dropped.
I'm still not sure about this thing.
Should we take another look?
Let's come back later.
I have an idea. Oh, hey. I'll be right back. Okay. Short break over. Time to solve a murder, guys. It's time. We've done it. We solved the murder. We found the crab toy, and now it's time to figure it all out. I love the sting. Let's ask her about Penny.
Feathers flashing in the light, from a sunbeam gleaming bright. I shield my eyes and turn my head, but all at once I've been misled. Light is shining on the stage, but through the railings of a cage.
Uh-huh. I see. Some thoughts. What
Yeah,
about this?
it's mine.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it
Yeah.
memorized.
Thank you. Crab toy. Piano did that. Ooh, I like it. Thank you, Mr. Crab Toy. We'll be back to talk to you about more evidence later. I have some music to listen to. Ooh, and a new room to explore. It's a big episode. Okay, I gotta listen to the gramophone. Listen to this. Come on. Yeah, there it is.
It's piano music.
Yeah, we got that. Did that. Aw, it didn't do anything for the... Okay, let's try playing the damage tape. Cool. I liked it. Okay. Crab toy not really registering. That's fine. We'll do this instead. Attic. Oh, it's spooky up here.
It's a statue of a wolf, standing up straight, like a man.
You know, there's a name for that.
I know.
It's not quite as dusty as everything else up here. Also, it's not a statue. It's stuffed.
It's stuffed. I don't like that.
What is that?
Not sure. Some kind of reel?
Looks like it might attach to something.
Reel thingy. Brass reel with a screw on top. Interesting.
Just dusty junk.
It's a jar. The head screws off.
Huh.
Interesting.
What's in that little box? I bet it's bones. A skull, at least.
Maybe I
skull at
won't
least.
open it.
Someone painted out the window.
Do you think it was done recently?
No idea. Either way, it's pretty suspicious.
It is.
Where's that light coming from?
Well, it's just daylight, I think. There's a decent gap between those floorboards.
Where does it look? Oh, right on the murder scene. Huh. That's relevant, I'm sure.
Nothing catching my interest.
I'm sorry, is this spooky attic boring you?
Kinda.
Different.
Just dusty junk.
At least the moths are kept well fed.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything else of interest up here, to be honest with you. Okay. Back out to the main entrance now. We're done with this. Alright. Nice. Blap, 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 blap. I like it.
Don't think it's locked.
Oh, that means we can just walk straight in, right?
I'm pretty sure that's the rule, yeah.
Where else is there music? Well, I mean,
I'm still not-
Should we take another look?
One of them is in the aviary then?
Let's come
It
back.
won't let me solve this on a whim. I have to get all the answers. That's fair. It's very fair. No, actually, let's just... The lake's edge. Okay. Yeah, bird song. Let's go. And then lips are the last one. Oh, come on. That's not what I want. You know that's not what I want. I want to go to the last song. Will it let me solve
I'm
this?
still not-
Should we take another look?
I don't think it'll let me solve this with missing information, even though I can just use process of elimination here. It's good game design, I know. It still makes me mad. Oh, they're all their own unique symbols too, for the most part, so maybe it wouldn't be so easy.
Let's come back.
That's fine. Let's discuss the murder.
We
Okay.
know a little more about the crime scene now. So,
We do.
What do you think? Was Freya stabbed by her own painting?
I don't know. I don't think she was stabbed by her own painting anymore. Designed to match.
The painted ink dip feather was designed to match a real knife to hide the evidence. Nope.
No. Okay.
The painted ink dip feather was designed to match a real knife to resemble a bloody knife. That's not right.
Yeah. Blood from the paint pot is used to paint over.
Blood from the paint pot was used to paint over the painted ink dip feather to resemble a bloody knife. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
There we
Blood
go.
from the paint pot
It's
was used to paint the
specific.
red tip of
It
the
needs more
painted
information
ink
than
dip
that.
feather to resemble a bloody knife.
I think you're right. Can't decide if I'm disappointed or
Where's my
relieved.
LBS?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why?
Either it's a very strange coincidence, or somebody set it up.
Somebody deliberately put blood in the paint pot and hid that feather after the crime. Why? To distract us?
Possibly.
Well, it worked.
Possibly.
Flora's the
Yeah.
only person who could have hidden the feather, unless someone took it from her.
Let's go over what we do know. The door was locked the whole time. It stayed locked until Fitz kicked it down.
Yep.
Normally, it can only be opened from the inside. Pointer said he couldn't see Freya from his telescope, but he did see Flora lying by the window.
So whatever got Freya got Flora too?
Yeah.
Except Flora survived. She didn't get a stab wound like Freya did.
Hold on. If there was no knife, then what did stab Freya?
That's a good
Now, it could be
question.
anything. It might not even be important.
How is it not important?
Right now, I'm less interested in the what and more interested in the how.
Yeah, that's fair. There's a lot of questions for how
The
it
angle
even
of Freya's
happened.
wound suggests she was stabbed at a perfect right angle. That is, from directly in front of her. But she was standing right up by the canvas.
Yeah.
Somehow, Freya ended up lying on her back, still perfectly in line with the painting.
Maybe something went through it.
Through the painting? Wouldn't that leave a hole?
Okay, well, how about this? How do we know Freya was stabbed before she fell over? Maybe her being stabbed and her falling over are completely unrelated.
That's fair. I didn't think about that. She could have gotten knocked over before she was stabbed. That's very possible. But what knocked them both over? That's the question. Okay. We got one more melody. One thing. This is some fucking hyper pop beat right here. You guys like it? Beautiful. That doesn't count? I don't know what else to do to get that melody.
The attic's directly above us, right?
Yeah.
Oh god. It literally told us, huh? That's funny. I mean, I've played the music for the Crab Boy, but he doesn't seem to care. My Crab Boy, please. Okay. I think I'm gonna keep this one a little bit short since it's so heavily packed with such good information. Stitch these together and call it a day. Call it a day. And next time we'll figure out how to work that crab toy. I wanna hear his melodies. I wanna see what he has to paint for me. Anyway, hope you do too. Next time.